Breaking news tonight out of El Cajon, where police shot and killed a gunman. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
And I'm Marcella Lee. Police say it started with a shooting on East Main Street that was being investigated when the officer spotted a man matching the suspect description. That man then opened fire on the officer while he was still in his cruiser.
The officer, we're told, returned fire. That led to that suspect, again, we're told, being mortally wounded. We were told that he died at the hospital a short time after that exchange. We have a reporter on the scene. We are working to get you more from the field on that.
This happened just after 2 o'clock today, again in El Cajon. This is off East Main Street. The good news is the officer, we understand, was not hurt in that exchange of gunfire. A reporter on the scene, and we'll bring you the very latest as we get it in.
2 Afghan refugees are expected to arrive in San Diego tonight.
The State Department and the military say they are moving as fast as they can, getting people out of Afghanistan. News 8's Abby Alford is live in Balboa Park to share how the community is coming together for Afghanistan. Abby?
Marcella and Carlo, in just about a half hour, a vigil for peace in Afghanistan will start here at the fountain in the Prado at Balboa Park. We spoke to a family earlier today who says that they got out of the country just in time before the Taliban took over, but they worry about their family that remained behind. This Afghan family of 8 has been wanting to come to the United States on a special visa for 5 years.
We're happy we are safe here.
For their safety, we are only using their first names. One of the sons, Ismail, helps translate their story. He says they arrived in Virginia on July 13th and then flew to San Diego just in time before the withdrawal of American troops and the violent Taliban takeover.
Since Afghanistan worked with his army, he ambushed many times when he was in mission.
The family was taken in by Catholic Charities, who is one of 4 agencies in San Diego County who helps refugees resettle. Arrivals are increasing. In the past week, the organization says it's received 30 families and expect more as the U.S. plans to evacuate 9,000 people a day from Afghanistan.
It is definitely a crisis.
Catholic Charities gave us an inside look at its refugee resettlement and immigrant services facility.
The resettlement team is the first team that works with any refugees that arrive.
A place where they have a case manager for 90 days to help with housing, school, and employment, and also a welcoming team.
There's a deep sense of reverence and respect for what they have given.
Jewish Family Service is another agency that works with the State Department to assist refugees. In 12 days, they've received 63 Afghan refugees. That's how many they usually would help in a year.
We're just prepared to continue to respond to the need. It's hard to know what that need's going to be because the situation's changing day by day, but we're here to serve the community and respond with safety and dignity.
We asked each family member what they look forward to most about being in America.
I want to become in the future a doctor.
All of Syra's siblings echoed their wish to continue their education, and Mom is just grateful she has her family.
Her wish that to come United States and to stay beside their children and to say good and out to their living in peace.
I asked Catholic Charities and Jewish Family Service on what we can do as a community for the Afghan refugees that are coming here to San Diego. They say it is very important that we welcome them to our community as well. And as you can imagine, with the influx of the refugees coming in, that donations are needed, or so are volunteers at these agencies that are assisting with the refugees. Marcella?
Going to say, of course, they need monetary help, anything that can be used to help these families. But do they need families to volunteer to take people in? What kind of volunteer help are they requesting?
Really, a lot of the volunteer work has really opened up now. Yes, they are asking for landlords who may have apartments that are open or vacant right now to house them during this transition. Housing is a big issue right now, as we know, here in San Diego, but also for our refugees and trying to get them into a safe home as well. They put them in an apartments in the they put them in a hotel in the very beginning until they can try to find them a safe place and an apartment. So landlords, if you are listening right now and you have a vacant apartment, please reach out to Catholic Charities and Jewish Family Services and the 2 other agencies that we'll have on our website that assist with the refugees.
All right, Abby, thank you so much. And so great to see the support coming in for these families.
Absolutely, see it again. But San Diego's shown itself to be very open to that for years. We've been one of the top counties in the state for years, if not the top, in receiving refugees and resettling them. So this is just another show of San Diego's big support for that community.
And really important for them to get grounded. They can't start a new life if they are in a hotel. So super important what Abby said. If you are a landlord or you maybe have a ADU that's open to house some of these families, contact those charities on our website.
COVID booster shots could be widely available for millions of Americans starting next month. This comes as the CDC says the number of people getting their first dose has fallen for 5 straight days. Officials say the vaccine is still the best way to prevent infection, hospitalization, and death. The U.S. had a total of 400,000 new COVID cases for the entire month of June and is now approaching nearly 2 million so far this month. The COVID situation in the meantime in San Diego keeps going backward with 1,400 new cases reported today. About 6.5% of more than 21,000 tests came back positive. There was a big jump in the number of people in the hospital reported today, 104 more than yesterday. And the number of people in the ICU is also up by 1. Also, 5 more COVID-related deaths were reported today. Meantime, on the vaccination front, 73.6% of all eligible San Diegans are fully vaccinated. Our neighbors in Imperial County boast some of the best vaccination rates in the state.
86% vaccinated. But the road to get there wasn't easy. News 8's Kirsten Holmes has more on this success story for us and joins us live with the details. Kirsten?
Hey guys, I'm here at Gallagher Park near the Padres Stadium. I want you to take a look behind me because this is going to be the site of a vaccination clinic next Tuesday, August 24th from 1 until 7:30 p.m. and you may not even have to get an appointment to get in. County officials in San Diego hope more people come here, places like this, to get vaccinated so that we can get closer to that impressive rate like our neighbors in Imperial County.
We had no capacity to handle our own patients at that point in time. We were flying out, 500 patients because we did not have the capacity in our hospital to handle that.
And that was at the height of the pandemic in Imperial County city of El Centro. Mayor Cheryl Villegas Walker says that's when folks in El Centro and throughout Imperial County knew the virus was serious and they wanted to get vaccinated.
Knew someone or had a family member who either became very seriously ill from COVID or died. And so, that's a reality staring you in the face.
But when the vaccines became available across the country, Imperial County hit another unexpected hurdle.
It was very scarce. It was we didn't get a huge allotment based on our population, and there was a lot more people that were interested in the vaccine than the vaccine was actually available.
Rocio Ramirez is the deputy director for county health in Imperial County. She says getting shots in the arms of their citizens took a lot of help from county leaders and community partners through outreach programs and drives. But getting the word out to those in some of the remote areas of the county proved to be a difficult task.
A lot of people don't have access to maybe computers or are computer savvy to be able to register for a vaccine appointment.
Ramirez says that's when community partners pulled together again with internet resources to help people get inoculated. Now, Imperial County has an 86% vaccination rate for at least 1 dose of the shot, and 69% for the county is fully vaccinated. Their vaccination rates are only eclipsed by Marin and Santa Clara counties in Northern California. These days, Ramirez says the fight is now against mis- and disinformation.
There is data out there, there is research out there to go to a valid place where you can find some of those valid sites where you get your information from.
And as COVID cases start surging again because of the Delta variant, Mayor Villegas Walker says,
if you don't want to get vaccinated, that's fine. Stay home, right? Stay home.
All right, so if you are interested in more information about a vaccine, or if you want to know where you need to go here in San Diego County to get vaccinated, you can go to san-diego-county.gov and find a site near you.